Good morning, dear students. Welcome back. This is your geography class, and we'll be starting with the next chapter, that is chapter 6, land use. Now, children, what is land use? You might have realized that there is a fixed place for everything. If this is not done, the house appears disorganized. There will be difficulties while moving around the house. Even if these arrangements are changed, there will be confusion for a few days. The land available in your home is used for different purposes. Yes or no, children? For everything in the house, your mummy must be organizing things in proper place, and each thing has its own place where it needs to be placed. Yes or no? So when it is in place, easily you can find it. Whenever you need it, you can take it immediately. Suppose if one fine day you realize or you reach home and you find that all the things are just uh, put here and there, so what will be the condition? Yes, it will be difficult for you all to move around. You will not be able to find your things which you need on time. There will be a lot of confusion. For example, not only if it is kept here and there, but suppose one particular thing which is kept in one place for a longer period, and later on if the place of that thing is changed, so you will find it difficult for few days to adjust. Yes or no? Because you are used to it that this particular thing is kept in one place. So you'll be finding it difficult for few days to find it in the other place. So that is why for each and everything which we use, there is a proper place which is there, and hence we use it accordingly. Yes or no? See, children, look at these pictures which are shown. See how this house is just disorganized, nothing in its own place. You will find it difficult. Yes or no? At the same time, if see things are in proper place, arranged properly, you will find it very easy to move around and get things from their proper places. Okay? So same way, land use is the way or purpose for which land is in a region is used. Okay? For what purpose it is used. The interaction between geographical factors and man have resulted in land use. Land use undergoes changes with time. As man needs have increased, the use of land for different purposes has also increased. Mineral rich land is used for mining, fertile plains are used for agriculture. Now, see, according to the need of the hour or need of the time, so need keeps on changing as per time changes. Hence, the land use also changes accordingly. Now, mainly we are going to learn about two types of land use. One is rural land use and the other is urban land use. Now, first we will learn about rural land use. Now, see, children, in rural areas, see, you can see in the picture, rural area means greenery, agriculture, etc. So, that only we are going to see. Agriculture is the main occupation, as we all know, in the rural areas. Agro based activities are also common in rural areas. This influences the location for the rural settlements. Hence, these settlements are located close to agricultural fields and forest areas. Now, see, as we know, agro based activities are carried out where there is agricultural land available, and hence these types of rural settlements are mainly found in these places. Hence, these settlements are located close to the agricultural fields and forest areas. The settlements of miners are close to the mining areas, while fishermen are close to the seashore. Yes or no? This is understood? In rural areas, the availability of land is more and the population is less. Now, see this in rural areas or in the villages or in the places where their agriculture is more, the population is less and the availability of land is more. Yes, hence population is sparse. In rural areas, availability of land is more and the population is less. In rural areas, the extent of residential areas is less. Obviously, when population is less, automatically the residential areas are also less. Now see, the land use in the rural areas also can be classified into following manner. One is arable land, fallow land, forest land, and grasslands or pasture land. Now see, these are the 4 types of land in rural areas or rural land use. Now the first type of land is arable land. This is the land under cultivation. Normally, this land is under individual ownership. This land can be classified as per the ownership of the land and type of agriculture. Now this is depending on the ownership. Now particular individual must be owning this particular farm, and accordingly what type of agriculture is being carried out, that depends on that particular individual. Next is fallow land. This is agricultural land which is temporarily not in use. Okay, as you can see in the picture, this land is not being used for any purpose, not for farming, not for any other development. So these are known as fallow lands. In order to improve the fertility of the soil, the farmer does not use a part of his agricultural land for 1 or 2 seasons. Now see children, continuously when you keep on growing crops, automatically the soil loses its fertility, and hence it has to be kept for a resting period, like resting period for the land, so that it remains for 2 to 3 seasons, where it can regain the amount of fertility and hence again become fertile. And so this land is kept fallow. That means it is not used for agricultural purpose. It is kept fallow so that it regains its original fertility. Okay, so this is the second type of land. Now moving to the third type, it's forest land. Okay, forest area is also a type of rural land use. From this area, forest products like firewood, gum and grass are obtained. Forest comprises of large trees, bushes, creepers and grass. Now see, forest means obviously forest you must have seen. So same thing, this forest land is basically having all types of forest products like the firewood, gum, grass. All these things are obtained from this forest land. Okay, there are large trees, bushes, creepers, grass, etc. So all of these comprises of forest land. Okay, moving to the next is grassland or the pasture land. This land is under the ownership of the village panchayat or the government and is used for grazing purpose. Now see, you can see cows and buffaloes grazing all over this place, which is known as the grassland or the pasture land. This is owned by the village panchayat or by the government. This land belongs to the entire village. Okay, it is not of particular ownership. It belongs to the whole of village, and very little grassland is under the individual ownership. Only a few of them will be under individual ownership when a particular individual will be owning it. Otherwise, it is of the whole village. Okay, children. So today we have completed the rural land use. Firstly, we learned what is rural land use, where agricultural land is more and settlements are less. There are 4 types of land here: arable, fallow land, forest land and grassland or the pasture land. Okay, so in the next chapter we'll be continuing with urban land use. Okay, go through the video thoroughly. If you have any doubt, you can join the DCS. Thank you. Have a nice day.